Hey guys, in this video we're going to be checking out the Eachine Windmill E014. This is another toy selfie drone. It's pretty tiny here. It's actually about the size of a tiny whip. You can see here, it fits in the palm of my hand. It's using these little 31mm props, and I believe the motors are the 6mm motors. And yeah, it uses Wi-Fi FPV to send video back to your phone, and it's 720p video. You can take video and photos. It has some additional features. This one includes a remote, and I think this one uses 2.4 gigahertz. It's not Wi-Fi. You can see here it does have altitude hold. The throttle is centered. It takes 4 AAA batteries, so 2 on this side, 2 on this side, and then it has a little phone holder here for your phone. Let's go over this real quickly. Here you got your power button, automatic takeoff, automatic landing. This does have optical flow, so it has an optical flow sensor on the bottom. So in addition to altitude hold, it will maintain your position. And there's these 2 buttons here for turning optical flow on and off, and it's on by default. You have your trim buttons here on the right, and then over here you have your rates button right here, and then this is for your 3D flips. And so we're going to fly it, I'll fly it with the remote, and then you can also fly it with the app. I'm probably going to fly it with the remote and then get the video back via the app. And let me just show you what the app looks like on the phone. Okay, so I got the app launched on my phone, and then just turn it on. You just press and hold the button for a few seconds. The light starts flashing, and then it should automatically connect. I've already connected it to the drone. In this app here, you can, if you have any issues, the actual manual is built into the app itself. Of course, there's the paper version that comes with this little book, but if you don't want to carry that around with you, you can just have the manual available to you if you need it. That's kind of nice. I like the fact that they put that in the app itself. Okay, so it looks like it's not automatically connecting, so I'm going to go ahead and go into the Wi-Fi here, and then we'll connect it up to the drone here. Then there it is, Eachine, and it should connect. And then go back to the app. I'm going to go ahead and enter the flight modes, and this should bring up the camera. Okay, so then once we're connected, we have video coming from the drone. It's 720p video. It's not too bad. The field of view is very narrow, but you can see there's lag. So as I move the drone, there's a little bit of a lag there. So it's kind of hard to fly FPV, but it is possible if you really wanted to. And there's my soldering station. And you see that you can even read text off here on the right here. That's a box of cookies. You can read that pretty clearly. Okay, so let's just go over the app real quick. There's different modes here. You can do this line drawing mode, where if you click that, you can actually fly the drone instead of using these sticks, using a bunch of I guess like you can draw lines and it'll actually fly that path. Doesn't look like I can enable that while it's currently not flying, so I'll demonstrate that a little later. You can do 3D flips here. I think that turns off this bar here, this little icon, and then this one is the gyro mode, so you can use your phone's gyro to fly it if you don't want to use the onboard sticks. And then in settings, you can change the flying settings here. You can go here, and this is the mode that I'm using. It's called Master Mode. That's the one with the sticks on the screen. This normal mode here, I don't really like that. It's like when you tap the buttons and it'll actually kind of move it a little bit at a time. It's not a very good mode, so I would recommend, if you're more used to regular sticks, trying that mode out. And then actually in this mode, let me just get out of here, you can use these included, I don't know what these things are called, but like instead of using the virtual sticks here like with your thumb, so you would have to slide like that, you can actually stick these on your phone with little suction cups, and then this will act as your thumb, and then this will give you sort of like tactile feel for basically, like, instead of having just the screen, you can actually have like this little piece here that actually moves, so it'll feel like more like a stick. So it's kind of nice to include 2 of these if you want to use them. Okay, so go back into settings here, and then there's drone settings. So there's these 2 different modes. There's scenery mode, and there's self-shooting mode. So it's basically either have the drone camera facing you or facing away from you. And then here under camera settings, you can adjust the brightness and contrast. Over here on the right, you have basically camera mode or video mode, and you have burst shots or timer mode for photos. Then you hit the slider here, and they'll change it to video mode, and then you press that to start recording video. All the video gets saved to your phone, and then there's a gallery here. And I've taken some photos previously, and if you want to see your photos or video, you can play it back on the device. Okay, there's a few icons here on the bottom. Obviously this one looks like the battery. That's basically your battery level, and then this is your Wi-Fi strength, and then this one here is how good your optical flow sensor is working, and they'll start flashing if you have either a weak signal for either one of those. Okay, so that's a pretty good overview of the app and the functions of the drone. We'll go ahead and take it outside and get a little flight demo and some video and photos. Okay, so the first thing I want to demo is that you can actually just hand toss it without the transmitter on or connect it to the app, and then you can actually control it via hand gestures. So you just power it on and then tap the button again. And I'll start. And I'll just float there. It's a little bit of a breeze, so it's getting moved around. It's not connected to anything. And I can put my hand under here and then move it. Follow my hand a little bit. There we go. This is without a controller, just using my hand. And if you want to stop it, just grab it and then turn it 90 degrees and the props will stop. Okay, so now I'll just control it with the transmitter first. I'll bind it up and launch it. There's a little bit of a wind coming from my left. You see it's getting pushed quite a bit, actually. I'm going to increase the rate. Alright, so trying to bring it back. The optical flow is having a hard time with the wind, as you can see here. So I probably not recommended flying this in the wind at all. Okay, so let's try to do a few flips here. I can do just a few flips here while the wind isn't too bad. And then the wind picks up right away again. Okay, so I'm going to fly with the app now, and we'll see if it gets a little bit of video and some photos. So I think this is mainly going to be for indoor use. This is fairly difficult to fly in windy conditions. It's not even that windy, it's a little bit of a breeze, and the optical flow is struggling in the wind, but it is kind of working. But you can see the video is kind of bouncy. It's now electronically stabilized like it is on the Tello. Alright, let's take some photos. Let's see if I can get in the shot at all.
Battery too low.
Battery is low. Getting a battery low warning.
Landing. Battery too low. Landing.
Let's grab a couple photos here. And it looks like that's the end of the battery.